going on, guys? Bengal again here, coming back at you with another video. Back on Madden. It's been a little bit since I've actually recorded a Madden video. They decided to put in this big patch today, and all of franchise was just gone for hours and hours and hours. I actually wake up early for once. I said that weird. I wake up early, I get on, and they're like, franchise isn't a thing right now. And I'm like, okay, I guess there goes my day. Don't know what I'm doing now. So it's 5 o'clock, of course. And we're finally recording. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. This is kind of a weird video. It's getting every first round pick challenge. So a couple of things are going to happen. One, everyone on this Bucks team is going to be traded. Basically, I decided that the Bucks have a lot of talent all throughout their lineup, their whole roster. So I can move guys and get first round picks somewhat easily. I'm going to have to work the system a lot. But we're trying to get all 32 first round picks in the first round. Like, I could have done the Jets to get 2 first rounders, or the Dolphins, but those rosters don't necessarily have the trade pieces that I think this Bucks team does. So I think this is going to put us off to a pretty good start. Trying to get 32 first round picks in 1 year. It's going to kill our cap for the future, but it's not really a rebuild so much as it is just like a challenge and then seeing what happens over, I guess their rookie contracts. Maybe we'll do like 4 years or something like that. But yeah. Should be guaranteed to draft some better development players, which is nice. And I guess I'll see you guys when we jump into it. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Support's been crazy lately. We're pushing towards 300K. It feels like just yesterday I hit 250, and we're already knocking on the door of 265, 270. I mean, it's such a crazy number to me, and that, of course, is all thanks to you guys and your support. So appreciate you guys. And yeah, let's finally jump into it. I said let's jump into it like 2 minutes ago, and all right, so this entire team is going to be pillaged. It's going to be completely destroyed, and it feels really bad to get rid of some of these players. Like Tristan Wirfs is a rookie. He's up to an 85 overall. He's been incredible. It wouldn't shock me if he was an all-pro as a rookie. I know that seems crazy because you think, hey, Justin Jefferson probably going to do that, if anyone would, as a rookie. But I think Tristan Wirfs definitely could be an all-pro, but it doesn't matter because between him, Ronald Jones, Tom Brady, Ali Marpet, Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Jamel Dean, Carlton Davis, Sean Murphy Bunting, Shaq Barrett, you get it. The entire lineup, entire roster is gone. Well, for the most part. All we have to do is get every first round pick, and I think it will take decimating the entire team. So let's get to it. So the first trade is Tom Brady, O.J. Howard, and a second round pick. Of course, we don't need rounds 2 through 7. We don't need a first rounder next year. So those things, if need be, will be on the move. We're getting 2 first-round picks back from the Jets. And I guess we'll just keep on working and get more. Like, we have a lot to go. I'm not even sure if we're going to be able to have all 32. I remember doing this probably like 3 or 4 years ago. I made a video, which seems crazy to even say. But 3 or 4 years ago, I made a video. And I don't think it let me get all 32. But we're going to try. Cameron Brate and Steve McClendon gets me a first-rounder from the Patriots. We could have sent Gronk back, but that's too good of a storyline. We'll trade him somewhere else. What about the Lions? You guys remember that rumor? They don't want him. That's not true. They do want him. Oh, TJ Hawkinson. He's no Gronk. Levante David, a current 7 and a current 3rd for number 7 projected overall from the Lions. So, again, like, we're just getting rid of the entire roster here. And in no particular order, which is going to come back to bite me when I can't figure out which team has a first rounder and who doesn't. Mike Evans, Devin White for 1st and a 3rd. I think I could turn that 3rd next year into a 1st this year if need be. So we just kind of gave up a lot of value there. Mike Evans was not as valuable as I anticipated. Jason Pierre-Paul and Ali Marpet to the Bengals for a 1st. Ryan Jensen Vita Vea to the Broncos for number 3 overall projected. See, I don't understand how this doesn't go through. I think if a team who needs a tackle, whose top need is right tackle, 85 overall rookie right tackle with a good development trait for number 2, they would do that. Throw in Alex Kappa, decent, youngish, starting right guard. How would they not do that trade? Like, I don't know. That's not the most ridiculous example, clearly, of the trade system being stupid. But I think it does work because, listen, how often do we see tackles go very, very high in the draft? Pretty often. And now you have one of the youngest overall players in the league in Tristan Wirfs, one of the highest rated rookies, if not the highest rated rookie. I'd have to compare with Justin Jefferson. And the Bears, with a projected top pick in the draft, wouldn't trade a first rounder for him when right tackle was their biggest need. I find that ridiculous. Jefferson's one higher overall at 86. Who else would be very high? Chase Young would be from football team. He is what? An 85? Yeah, so Wirfs is one of the highest rated rookies in the league, and for good reason. He's been exceptional. I don't know. We all know trade logic is completely busted, not just for that reason, but for a lot. Shaq Barrett, Mike Edwards, and Donovan Smith for a first this year and a second next year. Again, I think I could turn that second next year into a first this year if need be. Here's a little update. We have a decent amount of picks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 right now. So we're about a third of the way through. And we've gone through a decent bit of our trade value. Certainly not all of it. I think it's going to end up coming down to signing free agents and using them as trade pieces. Well, that went up just straight through. Okay, Chris Godwin for a first. Antonio Brown and Ross Cockrell for a first rounder from the Vikings. So we're doing a pretty good job right now, I would say. Of course, giving up a lot of value, but it's not about that. It's about the potential returns. So the Bills can't even afford Gronk. Broncos, we already have their first rounder. The Cardinals, they don't have tight end as a big need. That's part of how I'm trying to make these trades, is see who might have the biggest need in these guys from their top three. But tight end, you're usually not going to find up there too often. However, the Panthers, we haven't traded with yet, do have him as one of their top needs. We should be able to get that first rounder pretty easily if we can add Kevin Minter and have any type of value. He pushes the needle a little bit. Strong safety. We have Jordan Whitehead. Oh, Andrew Adams has green value. I can take Minter out of there, and then it's just straight Gronk, Andrew Adams for number 9 overall. You know what the move is? Is moving Sue to D tackle and then trading him to the Raiders. Should boost his overall and boost their interest in him. And Ndamukong Suh, Anthony Nelson. Anthony? I don't know. He doesn't matter. Second round pick next year for a first and a first next year from the Raiders. Again, I think I can package that first rounder next year into a first rounder this year if I need to. Kevin Minter and Sean Murphy Bunting to the Browns for a first rounder, of course. Some of these I just get surprised when they're accepted straight up versus the ones that aren't. However, Carlton Davis for a first rounder to the Colts. Jamel Dean, William Golston, and Rakeem Nunez-Roches to the Falcons for a first rounder and a fourth rounder. Like, not an amazing return. It was tough to package some of these players, and it is still going to be. We don't really have a ton of value left on the roster, and most of them seem to be running backs somehow. 3 out of our top 10 remaining are all running backs. Scotty Miller, LaShawn McCoy, and a 7th for a first rounder from the Packers. Damn, Packers just got their Aaron Jones replacement and a big weapon at receiver. It's a great trade for them. Rojo, a 4th this year, a 3rd next year for a first from the Dolphins. Now, the Dolphins do have another first-round pick, courtesy of the Houston Texans, so we need to acquire that as well. Antoine Winfield, a 4th and a 3rd next year for a first from the Dolphins. So Dolphins are clear out. So who do we even have remaining? Bradley Pinion, in my opinion, probably not going to have a ton of trade value. We're down to a 64 overall. We have 100 mil in cap space. And we have, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 of 32 first-round picks so far. So we have 12 teams to go. And let's go ahead and find out who those are. Bills are one of them. Leonard Fournette and a future 2 for a first-rounder from the Bills. I don't know why the Bills have green interest in Leonard Fournette, because they have Devin Singletary, and Fournette is a 77 overall. I get that he's a power back. Maybe that fits their scheme in the game, but it doesn't even. I'm not sure why they had green interest in him. That is a little weird. Jordan Whitehead, first-round pick next year, 4th rounder next year for a first rounder this year, and a 3rd next year from the Eagles. We are scraping the bottom of the barrel right now trying to trade any of these guys, but the value is low. They don't have green value. I could see Keyshawn Vaughn only having value because he's a running back, but the other 2 players, Ryan Smith, Tyler Johnson, not going to have value from any team. Keyshawn Vaughn and a first rounder next year for a first rounder this year from the Titans. And now I got to dive into free agency because we're 62 overall. There's no trade value. Earl Thomas might have some. Colin Kaepernick maybe, just because he's a quarterback. So we'll see. Just signed a bunch of players, so we're going to try and trade those guys for first round picks. Earl Thomas, a future third rounder and a current fifth rounder for a first rounder from the Cardinals. We're almost to the end. Bilal Powell, Tony Jefferson to the Cowboys for a first. We're up to a 70 overall after signing a bunch of free agents. We're so close. I just got to finish and get all these picks. Colin Kaepernick, Darren Lee, Clinton Dix cannot get me a first-round pick because I'm getting an error message that one of the draft picks offered by the Buccaneers, which is not any of them, by the way, we're not offering a draft pick, is apparently no longer available to be traded. So I'm not sure if we've hit the limit on first-round picks because I can't get any of them. Yeah, I just don't think I can get any first-round picks anymore. So I think I'll just have to try and figure something out during the actual draft. We have quite a few of them. We have quite a few. If I go to Trade Center, we'll count them again. So, to my knowledge, we have 25 first-round picks. I could have miscounted. Counting is not really my strong suit. That's not one of the skills I've developed yet. But that's pretty much all I got for you. We're going to simulate to the offseason. I'll sign free agents, and I will trade guys to get all 32 first-rounders. But some of these trades might have to happen on draft day. Not going to re-sign anybody. Just will work in free agency. It's not like we had anyone really good or starting caliber anyway, but we might make some offers in free agency to try to bring some of these guys in, like maybe even Chris Godwin. Man, what if he was on this team? That'd be something. So the biggest issue that we're running into at the moment is the cap penalties for trading all the players I just traded were so large that we actually have no cap room. So it's not listed here, but we have no money. We're in kind of a rough spot. Chris Godwin rejected our contract. So I don't know who we can bring in that will have any trade value. We got Xavier Rhodes. I also made an offer on Mike Davis. I guess he's not interested. And we actually can't do anything in free agency. Oh my God. So we have the first, not the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, blah, blah, blah picks in the draft. We have to figure out a way to get number 2. And I don't know how that's going to be. We have 115 million cap room now. But as you'll notice, I don't exactly have the most trade value at the moment. So this could be a little difficult. The Jags have 2 first rounders. I never did a trade with them. That's something. So because free agency's locked, I have no idea how I'm going to go about doing this. It might just be impossible. I have no trade value. Okay, so it seems like we're working backwards here, but I'm trying to take, a step back to go 2 steps forward. Okay, so Xavier Rhodes, a 6th rounder next year and a 1st rounder this year, gets us Ndamukong Suh, Julian Love, and Xavier McKinney. And I need to make a trade with the Jaguars. They needed a D-tackle, and I think also they might have an interest in one of our safeties, and they do. So Julian Love could be on the move here. Got to back out to make that register. But I think we should be able to get number 2 overall. We definitely can't get every first-round pick. I just don't think there's a way. Okay, Ndamukong Suh, Jordan Love. Not Jordan Love. I knew I was going to do it. I always do that. Julian Love, number 32 overall this year for number 2, and Devon Hamilton. Devon Hamilton I'd like to send to somebody for a first-rounder. I'm doing my best to get every pick. It's just pretty difficult, as you can imagine. Tyler Johnson straight up for DeAndre Swift. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, I have no idea how we're going to do it. I don't think it's possible, but this is the draft class I'm seeing for the first time. So as far as our future quarterback search goes, they all are terrible. So that sucks. But let me go ahead and scout this class. It doesn't seem overly good, if I'm honest. I'm going to say that this draft class really doesn't look that good, at least on paper. But of course we're going to see, because we're just going to start taking these guys. The goal is to get every first-round pick. And, I mean, take every player and build a team. But I'm just not sure that it's doable. It doesn't really matter where we take guys because, you know, we got to take 32 first rounders anyway. At least we're going to try. It's not going to be possible, but let's just start taking guys, I guess. Keyshawn Wayne is the first pick. Nothing like taking a safety number 1 overall. He's only 73. 86 speed, nice zone coverage. 83 hit power. He's a box safety. It's really what it is. Doesn't really offer a lot in the way of athleticism or cover ability. His coverage is not terrible, but more of a box guy. Not terrible. Manu Elias will be pick number 2. Also normal dev. 74 overall. He's pretty solid across the board. Decent speed, decent route running, pretty good catching. He's just very, very solid. Number 3 overall. Let's just continue the theme of taking positions that don't belong being taken that high. In tight end, Kenny Adams. Also a 74 overall, number 5 in the class. Took him at 3. The fact that a 74 overall is the 5th highest player in the class concerns me a bit. He's got decent speed and catching. Good catching traffic. Not a whole lot to like there, though. Number 4 overall. We're going to continue the theme, this time with the center. Steve Upshaw. Number 3 in the class. 75 overall. Normal dev. Man, we got super unlucky with this draft class. Imagine if it was stacked and we got all these guys. That would be really nice. But, you know, he's okay. Normal dev, of course, as the Giants pick. As the next team. Let's go. Keegan Montgomery here. Finally a star dev player. Number 6 in the class. Took him at number 5. 81 tackle. He is what? He seems like a hybrid type player, but they're calling him a pass rushing linebacker. His finesse moves and power moves are not crazy high. Coverage is not particularly good or bad. Like 61 is just kind of like meh. Decent tackling. Number 6 overall, we'll go with a corner in Dom Boykin out of Penn State. Number 7, we took him at number 6. Not really a cover guy. He's got decent speed. Well, better than decent speed. He's got 94 speed. That's very solid. Nice man. But overall, not too great. This draft class kind of sucks. Kaylavon Shivers out of Notre Dame. He is the number 1 overall player in the draft class at 77 overall. The other receiver is pretty comparable in my opinion. Kaylavon's just a little bit better in every attribute, where the other one looked more well-rounded, I would say. But, of course, he's a higher overall by like 3. And the best player we can possibly take. So, does not bode well for the rest of this class. Sidney Bridges is the last one that I know is an early first-round talent out of LSU. 76 overall, of course, also normal development. Number 2 in the class. We took him at number 8. I don't know what he is either. He's not a great pass rusher. He certainly can't cover. He's a run stopper. He tackles well. Cool. Let's go with back-to-back guards here. At number 9, we'll go Nick Wilkins out of Texas. Hook 'em horns. Number 10 in the draft. Took him at number 9. He's got decent strength. Okay, run blocking. Looks pretty bad. Not going to lie to you. He's got very odd distribution of attributes. Where like run block finesse is super high and lead block is. Strength is pretty good. Impact blocking's high, but can't run block really or pass block. Offers you finesse some places, other places not so much. Power some places, other not so much. Only 64 speed. Weird player. And then we'll go Greg Stovall here out of Oregon. 73 overall as well. He's number 12 in the class. A little bit more well-balanced, but looks fairly similar to the last guard. This one just on the opposite side. And now we don't pick for a little bit. So we'll see what the Giants do. I just can't get every first-round pick. It's not possible. So we have number 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and then 25, 27. We can't see the rest right now. Or maybe that's just it. We're going to go back-to-back linebackers here. Chauncey Walker, number 19, took him at 13. Only normal dev, 88 speed is pretty great. 81 tackle. Coverage is not too bad. Offers some pretty good hit power as well. I could see him being decent. Jaguars now here at 14. This draft class is just ass. This is the worst possible draft class I could have gotten for this video because everyone sucks pretty badly. Luke Raymond, not much of a route runner, but does catch the football pretty well. At number 16, we'll go with a running back. Malik Overstreet, 73 overall. Number 15, took him at 16. Another just well-balanced guy. There's no superstar in this draft class. there are decent players that could help out a team, and that's it. Mike Galloway here, another hidden guy. Finally, what is this, number 2 out of all of our picks so far? He can't cover anybody. And his apparent style is coverage LB for his trait. Well, let me tell you, his style of covering guys is not working. He's got 40 zone coverage and 52 man. Can't rush the passer, but he does tackle pretty well. Number 18, Michael Schwartz. Number 13, took him at 18. Normal dev. Great speed, great tackle. Coverage isn't too good. But overall, that speed, tackling, acceleration, pursuit, you got to like what you see with that. Go Von Copeland here. And Von Copeland is a 72 overall. Normal dev. Good speed, nice zone coverage, decent hit power. I'm only taking one corner. We'll go with another here. Carl Winters is a 71 overall. Of course, normal development. 87 speed, 72 man, 65 zone. I feel like so disappointed. Not just for you guys, but just in general. That this draft class is so bad for this video. It's just killing me. Like, we could take some tight ends. They're late first round guys. I don't really care about them. Go Dalvin Haywood here out of Washington. 72 overall. Normal development. Number 22. Took him at number 21. And he, you know, has pretty good speed, decent zone, decent hit power. Everything's just decent. That's the nicest thing I can say about any of these guys. Nothing like a backup running back. 71 overall, Juwan Albert is ranked number 30 in the class. Took him at 22. Bit faster. He's just less well-balanced, but more of an athlete than the last running back we took. I mean, should we take the tight ends? We don't need them. We don't need them. I don't know what else to take, though, man. These players suck so badly. Dustin Klein, second-round guy, number 69. Overall, nice. Ed wearing jersey, number 69. Very cool. He's number 52. We took him at 23. I don't know, man. Like, there's no real good player we can take unless we take a tight end, and they're, like, also not good. Not like we can take a tackle. They all suck. Every tackle is projected, or not even projected, but they're undrafted in true skill. Every right tackle as well. None of these tackles are draftable quality. Jesus, we don't know anything about the centers. Brooks McAllister had a great combine. We're going to take him. 70 overall, number 38 in the class. Took him at 25, normal dev. Looks pretty good, honestly. Looks pretty good. 49ers at 26. We pick at 27. I don't know what to take. D-tackle, they all suck also. Maybe Craig Cotton will be good. Doubt it. Nope. 69, number 55 in the class. Took him at 27. He's got high strength. Power moves is good. But really not much of a block shedding D-tackle. Not great against the run. Tony Bennett goes Bernie. I'm not even going to try on that one. Howtailing? Is it GH silent? Huftling? Lord help me if I know. I have no idea. Number 30 now in the class, or in the draft. Probably takes beyond number 30 in the class. You don't know where any of the first round guys are outside of tight end. You know, maybe we're going to be a team that runs 3 tight ends. Joaquin Cruz, number 21, took him at 30. He's got normal development. Good speed, though. Looks quite a bit like the first tight end we took. And then I guess my last pick will be a tight end as well. Jamie Prasinski out of South Carolina. 73 overall. Number 14 in the class. Took him at 31. 82 speed. 77 catching. Good acceleration. Good catch in traffic. And I guess that's going to do it for the draft. We tried to get every first-round pick. I'm glad they didn't let me. Honestly, I'm glad they didn't let me because, wow. Having to sit through and draft 70 overall players, I wanted to just end it. They were so terrible. I maybe have not seen a worse draft class the entire year. And, of course, I get it in the video where I'm trying to get every first-round pick. So this is the team of draft studs. We also have DeAndre Swift. And I think Xavier McKinney, too. Yeah, we have those guys. So I could have traded them probably. But maybe I could have gotten one extra first-round pick and still not know who to take because they were so terrible. But, man, This team is super bad. So this is the team. We've rearranged it so most of you guys are playing. I do feel kind of bad. I forgot about Xavier McKinney and Devon Hamilton and DeAndre Swift. It really wouldn't have changed much because, again, the draft class was so bad. But, yeah, I wish we would have tried and traded for one more pick. We really couldn't have traded for more than that. With those two guys, we probably can get a first rounder, and then we have one guy remaining with no other trade value to get a first rounder, unless I would have traded a different first rounder. So it was too much to trade for. The game stopped us at the first part, and then when we got to the offseason, of course, we didn't have any money. We didn't have anything to trade for any first rounder. So I guess we'll simulate to the end of this year. It probably is not going to go that well. We don't even have a quarterback. I don't know what to do about that just yet. But all of the quarterbacks in the draft were terrible. Maybe we'll sign an undrafted guy. Jeremiah Middleton, he's a 62. That might be the best we're looking at. 64 from Kevin Dawson. A little bit on the older side, but that's our new starting quarterback. Hell yeah, dude. Mac Weeks, 24. Maybe he'll compete for the job. Dude, we're getting some studs in here. Jeremiah Middleton. Let's go. The rejects are 5-3. That's what we're calling this team, because no one in the draft was particularly good except for this receiver, Kaylavon Shivers. Shiver me timbers. Makes sense he's playing for the Bucks. I wish I never said that. We are going to check out the defense, see our dev trade guys. We got star dev from Montgomery. He's woo, sick. And then Mike Galloway. I'll be excited to see what he has. If this doesn't show the bigger problem with the draft, I don't know what does. I don't know what does. And, like, a number of different people have told me a number of different things. And I'll show you. I'll show you right now that it doesn't matter. Because the draft is not affected by this setting whatsoever. In league settings, you can turn on 75, 100, and 500 for X Factor, Superstar, and Star Dev players. And guess what? It will not affect the number of development players in the draft. It will not. I have talked to EA about this. I have tested this. It does not change. We drafted two players who had better than the lowest possible development trait. One of them, we know, has the second worst development trait you can get. The other one's barely playing. Get him in there. And we'll simulate to the end of the season. Did not make the playoffs. Color me shocked. We finished 6-10. I didn't think it'd be that bad. We were doing great. Just trucking along. Positive record to start the year. And then we're like, nah. Lose every game except for one against the Falcons where we squeaked out a 3-point victory. I'm sure the Falcons were up by 100 and blew it. No. They just had no second half for the most part. Scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter, and that was it. But yeah, we basically lost out. Show me star dev on that rookie. I can only hope for it. Come on, star dev. Whoa, let's go, man. That's great. That's fantastic. Lucky me. Pretty awful year for Kevin Dawson. Well, I mean, considering the fact that he's some random 60 overall guy, pretty good. But as far as actual, quarterback play goes, not so good. DeAndre Swift was very bad. Kaylavon Shivers and Manu Elias had very similar years. Shivers was just a bit better. Chauncey Walker had a ton of tackles, a couple sacks, I should say, and an interception. So decent year for him. 4 interceptions for the entire team. I think we are guaranteed to win an award, though, for the rookies. Probably nothing else. NFC Offensive Rookie of the Year. We didn't even get it. I don't even know what to say to you right now. Defensive Rookie of the Year, of course, we did get that one with Chauncey Walker. And except for the Cardinals at number 7, we filled up every single spot. But for offense, it really did not work out that way. I mean, we didn't even get the Offensive Rookie of the Year. How do we have like 30 chances to draft a player in the first round and not get the Offensive Rookie of the Year? It's pretty bad. The Cardinals blew out the Jets in the Super Bowl 52-27. That's crazy. Did we see any dev trait increases? I might do one more season after this to see how these guys develop. So, I mean, the running backs didn't really play because we have DeAndre Swift. Shivers didn't go up. Elias did not go up. And then defensively, hey, Montgomery goes up to superstar dev. Schwartz goes up to star dev. Chauncey Walker is not upgraded. But we'll do one more season and see if this team can turn it around in year number 2. I doubt it. Now, we could go all out and just sign a bunch of guys in free agency. I don't know if you guys want to see that happen because that kind of defeats the purpose of just drafting guys and having them play. But we also have so much money. And it'd be nice to see this team compete, but also, yeah, I do feel like it defeats the entire purpose of the video of having just as many first-round picks as we can. So, not going to sign anybody. I also only have a 7th rounder in this draft, so we'll just simulate to the end of my life. What? Oh, damn, we lost our quarterback because he was an undrafted free agent rookie. Now, just for the sake of being annoyed, I do want to check out the draft class and just see a way better draft class than last year. There it is. Derrick Rose. So, unfortunately for the Broncos, this guy is never going to play a healthy season in his career. Might win an MVP that he doesn't deserve, though. Oh, Derrick Rose fans going wild. I do feel bad for Rose's injury, and it was amazing how he's come back and has been pretty good in the NBA lately. But, yeah, LeBron deserved that MVP. I don't care. Tyler Edwards, 77 overall. You know, tied the best that we had last time. Josh McQueen, also a 77 overall, star better development. Alani Waters, star better development. All these guys are first-round picks. Junior Thompson, 75 overall. Would have been nice to have him. Here's Larry Patton, 3rd-round guy. Trey Cooper, star better development. I'm going to be sick with some of these guys. And I know what you might be thinking. Hey, I mean, you might not have drafted all these guys because some of them were in like the 2nd round and beyond. But no, we scouted everybody. So we knew who was a first-round talent and who was not. We just didn't have a draft class even close to this. Another star, better development player. You never see this. Of course we didn't get it, man. Oh my God, I hate this game. Okay, one more year with this just God squad. I don't know how we're even going to lose a game. I can't think of a way. These guys are just way too good. We will simulate to the midseason mark. Just catch up, see how much we're dominating. Probably gonna be 7 or 8-0, depending on how many games we play, and depending on where our bye week is. So I'll see you guys there. I expect a perfect season. Man, 2-5. Oh, I had such high hopes. Hate to just get disappointed like that. But yeah, I guess this team, they're just not playing hard enough. The locker room chemistry is not there. That's clearly what it is. We'll simulate to the playoffs. I think we're going to turn it around. We'll probably make them sneak in the back door. Done that once or twice. And best efforts came up a little bit short. 4-12. The team's nearing an 80 overall. If we were an 80 overall, we'd be doing better. Mason Rudolph in here. That must be it. He screwed up with our locker room. And he just, you know, never allowed our team to really click. So, you know, it is what it is. It's on Mason Rudolph, to be honest. It really is. Yeah, that's just not really much else to say, man. Just disappointed. Thought this team really could do it all. And Shivers going up to star dev. Turns out they couldn't do anything, though. Really bad. I mean, our linebackers now is star dev across the board. Devon Hamilton went up to star. Okay. But, yeah, that's going to do it for the video. It seems pretty difficult, if not nearing impossible, to get every first-round pick. I think it is possible. I think it is possible. But in order to do it, I don't even know. You'd have to re-sign players. That's where I missed out on, I think. I think if I re-signed every one of my guys, I might not have had the cap room to do that anyway. I wouldn't have had the cap room. I'm not sure how you do it, honestly. I really don't know, because it blocks you from getting a first-round pick up to a certain point. I guess it locks you at like 25. And then with your cap penalties, you can't sign anybody in free agency. You can't re-sign anybody. Maybe the way to do it is by starting off, signing a bunch of free agents, and then trading those guys. That's probably the way to do it. But, of course, never could have known that going in. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Maybe we'll try out another experiment in the future. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah, promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah, yeah. Papa turn, taking it back to the house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speed burst good.